Hi and good morning to everyone. I'm Jazel from Group 10 Programming. So today I'm going to talk about our assignment, which is the library basic system, and our programming group name is Wise Air Fusion. In short term, it is WE. So to start off, I would like to introduce you to our group members. I'm going to explain about the introduction, followed by Idorachi Ingling will be explaining the import and the user code. So group leader will be explaining the admin code. Lastly, we have Jamison will be showing the code effect. So last for my part is the introduction. So basically our programming will digitalize the process of searching, borrowing, and returning process. Our system will be it's a combination of a few library features to create a more efficient and user-friendly system. So third, it provides a separate access for user and the librarians, so won't get confused. Yes. So lastly, for my part, a library bill system has an automatic borrowing record and calculates the overdue fines and receipt. So this means like it can show how long did you use the book and when is the due returning date will be. If your books exceed the given deadline, you will receive fines and overall. So thank you. I will be passing my part to my next partner.
In this section, I will present a full explanation of the back-end code, the core logic, and the graphic user interface for the student part that make up our library management system. Let me begin with the back-end data management code, which acts as the data backbone of the system. At the top of the file, there is 3 JSON files named as user, book, and reading. This file stores everything about the library system: user account, book information, and book reading. 3 global dictionary hold this data set in memory so the rest of the program can access them instantly. To load the data, we use the first key function is load data. This function reads the JSON file and loads all the information into global dictionary. While loading, it also checks whether each user has the field, total fine, and the borrow book. If they are missing, they automatically create. If any JSON file does not exist or is empty, the program will call initialize difficult. This ensures the program always has working data even during the first run. Next, the set data function. Set the current state of the global user books and reading to the JSON file. This ensures every action taken in the GUI, borrowing, return, or reading is permanently saved and will still be there the next time as the program runs. Next, if the system starts empty, it's called initialize difficult. This function creates difficult data such as a sample student and admin account and a small list of sample books. This helps the system operate smoothly even without menu step. For this tree function, it returns direct reference to the global dictionary. These are widely used by the core logic and GUI to access and modify the same shared data. In summary, this file ensures that the entire system always has updated and synchronized data. For our library call function, we import the date time. And this constant means that our borrow period has 30 days and this fine per day is RM1. To verify the login, this function checks whether the ID exists and whether the name matches the store record. If the credentials are correct, it returns to the user role and total fine. If not, login failed. This ensures basic security before showing the main menu. Insert the initial GUI file. It initializes the main application window, load data, and show the login screen by using the root title library management system. The system loads all data through this function and show the login screen using self-show login function. The login interface includes the entire for the username and ID plus the login button. When clicked, the GUI does not validate the login itself. It calls the back-end logic used. For the main menu, the GUI load the main menu and display the username, role, and unpaid fines depending on the role of student and admin. For the student part, it will generate 4 navigation buttons, which is searching, borrow book, my loan and return, read books, and assist. We use if-else function to define student and admin role. Next, for the average rating calculation, we retrieve all rating for a book and calculate its average score. If not exceeding ratings, it returns 0. This value is displayed in the GUI book list. For the rating book menu, it creates a scrollable list for all books using a canvas scrollbar and frame layout. For each book, the GUI shows book title, average rating, a red button, and a review button. Clicking the red opens a new window with a rating drop-down and review box. If the user has read the book before, the interface automatically logs the previous review. This function is used to open the rating window. And this function is to retrieve a specific user exiting read and the review for a book. This function is to display all review and the average rating for a book. Next, the searching login begins by cleaning the keyword using this function. Then the function looks through all books and checks whether the keyword appears in the title, author, or subject using the if-else function. Matching book and return to the GUI for display. This enables flexible and accurate searching. By using .lower function, it accepts all searching in capital and lowercase. Due to it will convert the uppercase into the lowercase. Next, for the borrow book function, it retrieves both user and book function. Then check whether the selected book is available. If so, it records the borrower name, the borrower date, and update the available. For this function, it opens the searching interface allowing students to find and borrow the available book. The search screen includes a keyword entry box, a search type dropdown, a search button. Results appear in a scrollable frame showing with title, author, subject, rating, status, and action. Borrowing triggers a confirmation and refresh the result list. To perform a borrow action from the search, it will check for the exiting file and execute the core borrowing logic, then refresh the GUI. This function is display the current user loan, record real-time fines, and provide a return functional. In this function, it will show a header of title, borrow date, layouts, overdue date, real-time fines, and action. Next, to calculate a single book fine, convert the borrow date string into a real date type object and calculate the total date, borrows, overdue dates, the fine amount. This function is used by the GUI to show real-time fine status for each book. For example, this is the automatic calculate for the overdue fine to reduce the human error. The returning logic find the borrow record, calculate overdue fine, add the fines to the user total fines, and reset the book status to available. It also removes the record from the user borrow list and save all change. This ensures accurate return tracking and fine management. To summarize, the data managers log and save all data and ensure the system always has valid user, book, and ratings. The core logic handles logic search, borrowing, return, and fine calculation to reduce the human error. The GUI contains everything together, providing a clear and user-friendly interface for student and admin. All components interact smoothly and to create a functional, reliable, and organized library management system. Thank you. That's all from me, and I would like to invite the next presenter.
And now I will talk about the admin part. The first feature is book management, which include add and delete function, and this is the add book function. This function first can check if the book title already exists or not. If not, it will write the book data into a JSON file. It avoids the problem have two books in one JSON file. And this is the delete book function. And the admin can search for book title who want to delete. Most importantly, there's security check. The system will check the book is available status. If the book in a check state, The system will refuse deletion and issue an error to prevent a data inconsistency. And this is the GUI for add new book, and this is delete book. And this is our add new user function. In the user addition function, we implement ID length, validation, and unique check to ensure the ID will not have the same. And this is the code to ensure the ID length. The system also allowed to create student or admin account which determine the permission after login. Within the manage file function, admin can deduct or clear student fines based on their amount paid. This is the manage fine code. In the manage fine function, admin can deduct or clear student fine based on the amount of pay. And this is the GUI for manage fine. In our manage fine function, admin can deduct or clear student fine based on their amount of pay. And this is the function to help admin to view all the record about the student fine or what they borrow books. And the rating system is same as the student part.
Now, I will introduce our program main feature, starting with the login process. User enter the name and ID card number, and the system display a role-specific menu. Let us explore the student interface first, which I include 4 key functions. First, search and borrow. On the search page, select a search type such as title, author, or subject. Enter your keyword and click search to find book. Click borrow and confirm in the pop-out to complete the process. Second, my loan and return. The page shows days out mean total borrowing days and overdue days mean day plus a 1 month deadline. Fines are 1 ringgit per overdue day, display a real-time fine. To return a book, click return in the action column and confirm. Regarding fine, unpaid fine trigger a login alert. You can still borrow new book with unpaid fine by selecting yes in the worry pop-out. After return a book, system will remind you of outstanding fines which must be paid at the counter. Now, let us move to the third function, read book. This page will list out all the books with read and view review buttons. Click read to select a score 1 to 5 and submit a review. Click view reviews will show extended feedback. Finally, the fourth option, exit. It is straightforward, just click exit on the main menu to log out of the system. Now, let us switch to the admin side function, starting with the first one, add book. From the admin main menu, click add book to open the form, fill in the book title, author, and subject, then hit the add button. A success pop-out will confirm the book was added to the library system, just click confirm to finish. Secondly are the delete book. Click delete book on the admin menu and you will see a list of all books with their current status, either on loan or available. Important note, if a book is currently on loan, the delete button will be locked, so you cannot delete it. For the book that are available, click delete and confirm in the pop-out to remove the book permanently. The third function are the add user. To create a new user, click add user from the admin menu, fill in the username and ID card number, then select the role from the drop-down menu, either student or admin. Once all the details are filled in, submit the form and a success pop-out will confirm the new user has been created. Just click confirm to complete the process. Fourth are the view all record. Click the button, you can see a list of every user, their ID number, their current loan, and their final status. This helps easily to track who has active loan and check their ID number. The next function are manage fine. Processing fine payment is simply with this function. Click manage fine to see a list of users with outstanding fines. There is a pay button for each user. Click then enter the payment amount, make sure it matches to the outstanding fines. And click confirm payment, a success message will pop up and the user remaining fines will reset to 0 immediately. Now, let us move to the next function, which are view book ratings. Click the button and you can see a summary of rating for each book. Right now, there are no reviews, but when students start submit their review, you will be able to see all the feedback in the one place. It can help you understand which books are more popular and which one might need to more promotion. Finally, exit. Just like the student interface, click exit on the admin main menu and you will be logged out of the system. That is all from our program library system demonstration. We hope our program has met your expectation with its user-friendly design and practical function. Thank you for your attention.